Don't push my buttons.
I'll push whatever I want.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CoGPod. This is episode number 40. 40? Yeah.
Yep.
40 ounces. And this week, I'm talking more, I guess, because Amanda's had sore throat all week, so she's here, but, I'm going to take over some of the lion's share.
She's
I'm just trying to
supervising.
talk less. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much because then I'll start coughing uncontrollably.
Yeah. You still have to talk into the mic, though.
Sorry.
And then...
She pretty much just has to be here to make sure we don't derail.
That's right. She is the boss. You know, if you've ever been in our Discord, that is her title. The boss. And you heard Nick. Nick's here, obviously.
Hi.
And Grim is not this week. He's been working a lot, and his schedule's in flux right now, so he's not able to record this week. Next week, we will have the
Canadian invasion.
Canadian invasion, and that'll be Nick and a couple of his fellow Canucks.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Noodling Canucks.
It's going to be educational, is what it's going to be.
For us, especially.
Yeah.
You know what? We should have done that this week, honestly, because you guys just had your 150th Canada Day, right?
That's right. And
Don't talk about it now. Talk about it
I've been to every one of them.
Oh, man. You're a vampire.
Y'all can talk about that, and you can talk about your barbecue experiences.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We'll have people send in Canadian-related questions.
I'm going back to Ribfest right after this, in fact.
We're gonna sing Canadian folk songs. And
Yeah.
Sing us the songs of the people of your land.
Oh, God.
And you just start singing Rush and Nickelback.
Yeah, I'm going to need a recorder.
Oh, my God. So, yeah. But this week, we've got a bunch of questions, I believe.
Yeah, we build them up.
Amount.
Yeah.
Well, because we started, so now we have a subreddit. It's the COG Podcast is the subreddit with capital T, capital
Doesn't
C,
matter.
capital. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because when I looked it up, it mattered.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it did.
You can
But
type
anyway,
it
there's a
any way you want.
subreddit now, and so questions got submitted there. So we have several places they're coming in now.
Nick, would you like to settle this? Does it matter? Case sensitive on the URL?
I've been to Reddit like 2 times, so I do not know.
It mattered when I looked it up.
We'll see.
Whatever. Anyway.
The people will know. The people will know.
The people shall speak.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to read the questions, or are you going to still do that?
I'll read the questions, and then you guys answer first.
Okay.
And then I'll answer last.
All right. Well, before we get into questions, does anybody have anything they want to talk about? Anything that happened this week? Last week? Nick's been gone for 2 weeks.
Well,
where were you?
Not 2 weeks straight. I was in Halifax last week chasing the Ribfest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a tour? Like you're just traveling around Nova Scotia?
It goes all across the country, but I can only follow it within the borders for legal reasons. So, not really, kind of.
Not really, kind of. But
anyway,
but really.
Yeah. So then I went to the Asian grocery store in Halifax and got all kinds of mystery foods, and I forced my friend to eat them, and I recorded her doing that. So that was pretty fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty fun. You got to do some video editing.
You guys got popped, right? For
yeah, we knew we were going to, because we purposely edited in Childish Gambino and Kendrick Lamar.
That'll do it.
So Kendrick Lamar left us alone, but Childish Gambino's taken all our money.
Oh, man. All that internet money.
I'm cool with it, though, because I got a lot of enjoyment when he was Troy on Community.
Oh, I know.
So I feel like I should tip him, right?
He's earned it.
Yeah.
He's funny. Yeah. He's earned it.
Yeah, but I think she's going to start her own YouTube channel, and we'll post little adventures on there from time to time.
Nice.
So
nice.
That's all my news.
All I did was work and battle sickness. We had a barbecue for 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Just a little one. Just like us and a couple friends.
How was America's birthday?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get to drink because I was sick.
Yeah.
It's like every holiday that's like a drinking holiday, I get deathly ill. And I never get to drink with everybody.
Well, we didn't drink either.
What?
We were really boring. Well, Well, the problem is it was on a Tuesday this year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like...
Everybody had to go to work the next day.
Yeah. I think, that it should always be on a Friday. Like the first Friday of July or something should be, Independence Day. Even though it's a fixed date, it should have a floating just for party reasons,
Was the first one on a Friday, I wonder?
I'm going to say yes. Yeah.
That would be interesting
Just
to know.
totally made that up. That's not historically correct, you guys. Don't
It might be.
To that.
It's got a 1 in 7 chance, right?
That's right. Yeah. It's totes spurious facts, guys. It's a new segment. So.
And then Luke played a lot of disc golf also out in the heat.
Yeah. It's very hot down here now.
Yeah, you're doing this a lot for a made up sport.
Got to get out of the house, man. No.
Yeah, it's true.
It's been great. It's been fun. And I've actually, I think, lost a little bit of weight doing it. Just walking. I'm not like actively exercising.
Well, if you're walking like 5 miles in the 100-degree weather, you're going to lose weight.
You're looking extra fancy today, so I think maybe you have.
Well, I think I put on most of that back in beard.
Oh,
so.
wow.
It's beard weight.
You know what they say, beard weighs more than muscle.
That's right.
Totes spurious facts.
That's right.
Number 2.
And other than that, I started playing Warframe on PC.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually started playing a video game again. It's been a while, but
yeah, we've kind of taken a break.
Yeah, but it's actually really good especially for a free to play game. Like, I was kind of surprised actually.
What is it about?
So it's third person action, looter, and you only have one character. Like, you can't make other character slots or anything. And so it's like your account. And I don't really know what's going on with the story. I have paid attention to the intro stuff, but you were awoken and you're kind of like you're called a Tenno is your race, I guess. I don't know. You're a type of being.
But you're not an android, right? Not
I don't
exactly.
think so, but you wear Warframe suits, and that's why it's called that. So a Warframe is it's almost like a mech suit, but they're like a ninja suit, more like it's tight fitting, and
is it like a little guy inside of Genji or something like that? Or?
I don't know. Yeah, it's very Genji like. The one you can start with a choice of like 3 of them, and they have different. Each one has 4 different abilities, and then kind of like a passive or a theme, I guess, to them. Like, and then from Twitch Prime, I actually got a free one, which was very handy because it's way better than the one I started with. And it was called Frost Prime, and so it was all frost, like ice related stuff. So it had like a ice bubble you could put up, and that was very handy for like defending missions. And it's actually pretty damn huge. Like, there's a ton of different weapons, primary weapons, secondary weapons, and melee weapons. And you can seamlessly go between like melee and shooting, and then you can also decide whether or not you want to do like heavier automatic stuff or semi-auto, or even like bows and ninja stealth stuff.
From what I saw you play of it, it seems like the melee is more effective, like on any of the characters.
Well, for what I was doing, yeah. I'm also I've been leveling a bunch of stuff, and you have like mastery ranks, and you get to 30 on when you level something all the way to 30. You don't get any more mastery rank from it, so it actually incentivizes you to play with different weapons and melee and different warframes even, because once you hit max level on them, you don't get any more mastery rank, and your mastery rank is like your overall level, which is it dictates what weapons and warframes and stuff that you can equip. So it's very
a lot of stuff for a free to play game.
It is a ton of stuff. Like, it's almost overwhelming how much there is in this game, and just content. And if you want to whale on it and pay a bunch of money, you can and just unlock stuff, but you don't have to pay anything at all.
Is it pay to win at all, or is it just cosmetic?
It is pay to win ish, but it's also, it's more shortcutty than, you don't get an advantage really. You just, it's basically saying, I don't want to spend the time to grind this stuff out. So everything that you can buy, you can also earn in the game.
Okay. Like Pokemon.
So I mean that's pretty typical nowadays. Like, even you look like Battlefield, they do that with the shortcut packs for, you can get all the different types of weapons, or all the engineer unlocked, or, something like that if you want to pay for it. So a lot of games are going to that, and I don't necessarily agree with it, because if you're doing it right at the beginning, it gives people an unfair advantage. But in a game that's been out since like 2013 or something also.
Really? I've not even heard of it.
Yeah, and the thing I'm most impressed with is the optimization of the game. Like, I have a 970, which is a decently mid-high-end graphics card, not like super high-end. It's kind of equivalent to like a 1060 in the current gen. And I can run it at over 100 frames per second on like high everything. Ultra.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, and it's really, really smooth and fluid. Like, that's kind of the hallmark of it when you're playing. You have a lot of different movement abilities and stuff too. So you can like slide, and if you jump while you're sliding, you do like this corkscrew jump, and you can like in the air double jump again and kind of get this flow
Genji
where you can
stuff.
just fly through stage. Yeah, it's very similar to that, and you can just cruise through stages doing that and get to places really quickly, and the responsiveness, and it's very, tight gameplay, and I appreciate that. So
okay,
definitely been a lot of fun. And
I have a question for Nick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not related to anything, but we can see you now with your new setup, like in your house when you used to be in your office. I would like to know why. So let me describe this to everybody.
Okay.
Behind Nick, he's got like burgundy curtains over his window, and then he's got his bed directly behind him. Mm-hmm. But behind the bed's like bed frame is a door that the bed is covering to where you literally wouldn't be able to open it.
Yes.
Why would you block a door?
That door must never be opened.
No, but
is it
where
to like
does
the
it
attic
go?
or something?
Huh?
Is it
Behind
where the
that
bodies are, or
door.
the attic, or
Behind that door is unimaginable Canadian horrors. No, it was an old house that was renovated into multiple apartments, and that door goes out into the hallway. Because this used to be one great big family house at one time, like a big.
weird.
Oh,
Yeah. So some of the doors are just sealed. Yeah, it's sealed.
so it's sealed up.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like, I mean, if I
That's what I
wanted
was
to, I
asking.
could probably kick it open eventually, but
Right.
It's-
If you had to do a horror movie of some sort.
yeah. Oh, you should see
Is
the
that
basement.
Is that doorknob in the middle of the door? Is that the doorknob?
No, that's a little touch light so I can read.
Oh,
Just lights up. Yeah.
I thought it was a doorknob too.
I thought it was like a hobbit hole doorknob.
Oh, no.
Right in the middle of the door.
I wish there was a more interesting story behind it, but it's just
I
renovated
just wondered,
old
like,
house.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Have you been looking at it for like months now?
Yeah.
Did you just
never
notice it, or?
noticed it. Yeah, I never noticed it before.
Amanda's just throwing all your business out there.
I was just curious. That's where he hides the
Now
bodies.
everybody's going to be able to
So-
find him.
Now everyone can unlock the unimaginable Canadian horrors.
That's right.
You open it up and it's just mustard and maple syrup. Like, that's all it is. It's just stock piles.
Yeah, yeah.
What's funny is mustard isn't a normal Canadian thing.
I know, it's just a Nick thing.
Yeah. For some reason, I've got a mental block. I can't remember. Have I bought mustard or not?
The answer's always yes.
Like, well,
I
these
guess it would
14
be.
bottles I have.
The funny thing is, I don't think I have mustard at home here. I just had mustard at work.
Jesus.
Do you have different kinds of mustard, though? Do you have like honey mustard or Dijon or, ground stone or...
No, just yellow.
Just
American
yellow
All
mustard.
just yellow. Good
It's.
Lord.
I don't know.
that's great.
I can't have a hot dog without mustard. That's all there is to it, really.
That's true. That's true.
I'm going to have to give you my my super secret honey mustard recipe that's got a little spice to
Oh no, I'm not going to use it. I can't. I
It's
can't
not-
support bees and their honey.
it.
God dang it. Nick and his bees.
Oh, my God.
Okay, y'all want to answer some questions? There's 1,000.
I think so. I think
We probably
waffled
should
long
get to
enough
it.
here.
Okay, sorry. So the first one comes from, it's either Shay or Shai. I'm not sure how you would say that.
Okay.
Shai says, "Hey, just wanted to say you all put on a great podcast. Hope there are 1,000 more. I really like your answer question period you do.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
it's like when someone on TV says your name on a show and you're a little kid and you're like, oh my God, now I'm famous.
Nice.
When we do the shout outs. So here's my question.
Well, hopefully we pronounced her name
I
right.
know,
then.
right? Jesus, let me
It's
know.
like, that's not even my name.
What's your favorite board game? Are you into new board game resurgence? Because you know how like board games have made like a comeback.
Right.
And Shai's favorite is Dead of Winter. And have you played it? Do you know what it is?
Don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years.
Whatever.
Yeah, I've
My
heard people
old
say
school
that
favorite,
before,
I've said it before, Clue, Monopoly, like all the old schools.
Oh, I thought
they
you said
call
glue at first.
No,
glue.
Clue.
I just huff glue.
But I love board games
Such a
of
great
like
game.
any kind.
It's like Charlie.
I just think it's fun to get all your friends together and you've got a game you're playing and you're drinking and just chilling and hanging out. Like I love doing that.
It reminds me when I was a child and did that.
I love board games.
Sat around drinking,
I'm all about it.
playing board games.
Whatever
When you were
game
a
it is, I don't
child.
care, I'll play it.
Yes.
I don't know what Dead of Winter is though.
I haven't heard of that one either. Nick,
Man,
have you
that's
heard of that one?
so fun. So
Okay.
fun.
What is it?
It's a co-op game where you're all trying to survive a zombie apocalypse in like a winter area. And
Okay.
you each
Makes
get
sense.
assigned random roles, and sometimes, but not always, there's a betrayer who only wins if everyone loses.
So
That's very similar to when
very
we
similar
played,
to the House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
No, Betrayal on the House on the Hill.
Betrayal on the House.
Betrayal on the House in the House on the
It's
Hill.
very
Something
similar
like
to
that.
that. There's also one called Zombies.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
work as a team. to get
Very,
away
very
from
similar.
zombies.
Yeah, there's scenarios in that one, and like whoever's this person, you know, it has you read it and figure out what you are, and sometimes you have to reveal it, sometimes you don't. So sometimes it's secret.
Yeah.
Secret.
There's a lot of different ones. But I love board games. What about you guys?
Definitely.
I do too. My friend who's here is actually like the king of board games. Who anything I know about board games, I only know because he told me about it.
Nice.
But yeah, he has that game and we played it and it's fun.
It's like a thing that's gotten really big here. Like Austin just opened a place called the Vigilante Bar. So it's all these tables set up where you play board games and drink. Like it's a bar that you go to play board games at.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Seems like it's a recurring thing now across the country, that this resurgence of it.
I think
good.
they have one in
Yeah,
Halifax
Get you
too.
FaceTime.
Yeah, I haven't played a ton of the new ones. Like we said, we played that Betrayal one, and some of the smaller ones that are just cards, like Cards Against Humanity was one of the, the first ones that was really big. And it's not really a board game, but it's a card group game,
What's
something
the
like
one
that.
that you guys really liked?
Munchkin was
that I
another
didn't
one.
like.
Munchkin.
I've heard of that. I've not played it, but
It's like a D&D RPG kind of thing, and you get class cards
I was
and
awful at
equipment, and you have encounters, and you build up your character basically and try to win. What else? But yeah, classic games, growing up, we always used to play, obviously, Monopoly if you had 4 hours to kill.
We did.
And then, or Risk if you had 12 hours to kill.
I mean, we did.
And then, all the classic ones, like you said, Clue, Shoots and Ladders, Life.
Shoots and Ladders, you were 4.
Yeah.
Don't name that one.
Candyland.
Stop it.
Okay,
we're moving on.
Hold on, I got more.
No, you don't.
And then, no, I want to talk about one that was brought up on that other podcast we listened to.
Which game?
When Sips was talking about it, there was one that was, it was the mountain one, the Fireball, I think is what it was called.
Fire Mountain.
But it
Candy
had
Mountain.
Yeah. It had like a 3D landscape on it. And it was almost like like a topographical map. How do you say that?
That's right.
Topographical? That doesn't sound right. A map of
Topographical.
topography. There you go. Thank
There
you,
you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Yes.
I need to eat something today. I've just had coffee.
Have
And
a
it's like
Snickers.
2 p.m. I know. My brain's gone dumb. And, but it was a really cool one. It had like a little shrine at the top that had a red marble in it, and certain cards you could like turn it and push it out. And and it had paths going down, like multiple paths up to the middle. And if your character was on that one and somebody drew the card and knocked you off, you'd have to go back to the beginning. It was.
I never played that one.
It was a huge setup game. Do you remember those kind of ones that they
Like
had?
Mousetrap, maybe?
Mousetrap.
Mousetrap, Life.
Yeah. Life had the little spinner, but Mousetrap was the one that you had like all of the stuff.
Yeah.
It took forever to set
By
up
the time you're done
Mousetrap.
setting it up, you're like, okay, well, that's enough of
I don't
Mousetrap.
want to fucking play this anymore. Yeah.
But the little thing goes.
Yeah.
And falls down.
You just do it once and then you're like, okay, well, that's the game, I guess.
Yeah, I'm over it now.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. We're moving on. Moto wrote in again. We've talked about
Hello,
Hello,
Moto.
Moto.
Yeah,
several
Moto
times.
did that before.
Classic.
If you had to watch only one of these 3 types of movies for the rest of your life, what would it be? Vampires, zombies, or werewolves? Nick.
Wow, this is
Forever.
difficult. Vampires.
Luke?
Yeah, vampires.
Me too.
Yeah, because there's
I'm so tired of zombies. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. There's just so much lore with vampire and so much cool like variations.
Watch The Girl with All the Gifts, though. That is the best zombie movie ever.
I did hear about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that one. I mean, zombies, I think, have just been oversaturated.
Yeah.
Way overkill.
And you know what? Werewolves could use a resurgence, though. Yeah. Something that has a little bit more lore tied to it, And
what are the shitty werewolf movies that everybody...
Twilight?
No. Those are vampire movies.
I'm pretty sure the other dude's a werewolf in that movie.
Yeah, but with the chick.
Never seen it. What?
Where she's like the king of, or queen of the lycanthrope.
Oh, Underworld.
Underworld series. Yeah. It's awful.
Oh, yeah.
So
I forgot that was about werewolves.
So bad.
I got a question. Why is everyone backing us into the corner like you can only have one thing all the time?
I know,
They like to do that. People like to make you have ultimatums and,
give you a big ultimatum.
Well, they are technically our bosses. Kind of.
Texas,
our viewers.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Oh my God, I'm so hungry.
All right.
Sorry. It's because this guy's name for the next question, I thought it said KFC, but it doesn't. It's Choppy. It's Choppy KJC, and I thought a chicken got hungry.
Maybe you just mistyped it.
No.
So G and F are right by each other.
That's true. Choppy KJC wants to know if we've ever played Borderlands. Of course we have. What's your favorite one? Favorite characters from it? What do you hope they do in the future with it?
Woo!
Borderlands talk, baby.
I know.
Borderlands 2 was the bomb track.
I'm out. Never played it. Got no opinion.
What? Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
We do. Is the Steam sale still going? Can we get it for you?
I know, right? Can we just buy it for you?
I'm serious. I would play it again.
I would play it again, too. Borderlands 2 was better than Borderlands 1, but they are both amazing. The story is great. Jack is an amazing character. He's super cool as a villain. I always played the Siren, of course. So that I could, what was it called? Phase walk and stuff?
Well, that was the first one.
Yeah, first one she phase walked. What did she do in the second one?
Second one she did the stasis orb thing.
Right.
She sucked them all in into a big...
Yeah. But I was always the Siren.
Yep.
I didn't like the one on the moon or whatever.
The pre-sequel?
Pre-sequel was awful. I played like 20 minutes and turned it off, and several people I've talked to agreed with me.
Yeah, there was just something lacking.
The fact that you had to keep redoing your oxygen just took away from the actual gameplay.
Just play Claptrap.
That's like the only way that you could even play it, really. It was awful.
But so you can be that little robot?
Yeah, you can play as the robot in the third one.
In the pre-sequel, yeah. And he didn't have oxygen management.
Because he's a robot.
Yeah.
He doesn't need oxygen because he's a robot.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. So I hope that they go back to their roots a little bit more, to their originals.
Now, I've had a lot of conversations about this game with people there are certain people who defiantly say 1 is the best by far and 2 sucked because the story sucked. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I disagree completely.
2 story, I think, just had a lot more character to it. Yeah. 1 was original. It was where it started. But 2, I think, there were some childish jokes, obviously, with him calling his diamond pony butt stallion and shit like that. But
Tiny Tina, come on.
Oh, yeah. Tiny Tina's the best. And her expansion is one of the best DLCs like I've ever played in any game ever.
Isn't that Ashley Birch does the voice for her?
I think she does. Same one who does Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Or Chloe in Life is Strange.
Yes. Oh. Yeah. But not the new Life is Strange.
Man, y'all.
Oh, she's not doing that voice on that?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was the strike or what happened, but I saw somebody talking about it. So I pulled up Steam just to give you an idea. I have 595 hours on record of Borderlands 2.
Whoa.
My next highest game is Terraria with 246. And then Dark Souls 3 after that. So I played a lot of Borderlands 2.
We played it a lot together.
I guess you have.
Started dating.
Yeah, Siren was kind of my main go-to still. I
love her abilities.
I made
her
all
ability
of them.
tree is always the best.
Yeah, she's just so damn strong. Like,
once you get her ramped up, like you can't.
Especially once you start getting like legendary weapons and combos going, but they added some cool ones. The Gunzerker was fun in the second one. You could build him to where you were basically always Gunzerking. And then the soldier's always kind of like your general all-around utility badass. He's kind of like Soldier 76 on.
Oh, okay.
He's very
very similar.
He's got like a heal circle that can also give you ammo or shield or whatever.
You know who I loved? Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
Foxy Moxie.
She wasn't a playable character though.
Well, I know, but she's in the series.
Moxie was an old slut.
Yeah, she was cool though. I liked her character.
And her son Skeeter.
Oh God, what was the
Catch a ride?
What was the really big girl?
The sister.
Was it Skeeter's sister?
Yeah, it was his sister in the second one. I can't remember her name though.
She was huge. But there were some really funny characters. Skeeter? It was really fun to play.
Yeah, no. That's a whole different nerdery that we're going down.
He has a second question for us.
Oh, hold on. And then I'm talking about the classes because Nick hasn't played them. And then the Mechromancer Gauge that they added. She was pretty fun. I actually played her mostly.
That one was hard to do for me.
Well, she had a pet basically. She had a mech pet that was her kind of her ult, and so her gameplay was kind of revolved around utilizing that. And there were a lot of different play styles. And then Zero was the assassin that was all about like stealth and crit damage and going invis and hitting just big single shot stuff basically. Where
is that like a sniper character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so but a lot of these have different play styles you can do. So you can do like big long range snipe stuff with him, or you can do like invis melee where you're exposing critical points and hitting them when you slow down, because he can kind of slow down time when he goes into his state. But yeah, so good. Let's talk about Borderlands for a while.
I know.
Yeah, it sounds good.
And the loot system in Borderlands is what everybody talks about. I mean, kajillions of guns, I think is what they said. And because everyone can drop with different parts, like a different barrel mod or...
You know what I like to do?
You're always trying to get the best one.
I like to go into Moxie's bar and play the slot machines to try to get weapons.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm. The one-armed bandits.
Inside the game.
Yep.
Okay, stop it with Borderlands.
Yeah.
Because you'll talk about it forever.
It's awesome.
Okay. He also, Choppy KFC, also asked, do any of you play, and it's so weird because I just asked what this was, Player Unknown Battlegrounds? And
I heard you talking about that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Who streams it, if any of us do?
None of us play it. I don't think
anybody on our team does.
Grim might have got it. I don't know.
He might have.
I don't know. About it. We have some
Snipes
people
plays it, right?
I think. Maybe.
He was playing it.
He's a Twitch affiliate now, by the way.
Yeah. Congratulations, Snipes. Or Umop, as people call him.
Umop Snipes. I think he just started playing. But yeah, I don't know anything about it at all.
So, all right, I can give you some background on this. So, a few years ago, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I don't remember, Arma 3 was kind of a big multiplayer game. And this guy, Player Unknown, made a mod for it. And it was a King of the Hill mod. And it was basically drop everyone into a zone where it's I don't know if it actually got smaller at that time, if it constricted over time. It's basically the culling.
I was going to say, it sounds like the culling, the killing floor.
Exactly what it was. This was the original of that kind of mod, and they called it King of the Kill or King of the Hill. And it's basically last man standing, or you can do squads with it. But that's the whole game, essentially.
So PUBG basically is just killing floor.
Yeah. But it's the kind of hallmark of it is that it's very, very well done so far, even though it's in early access.
There was a little in-between part that you missed.
Yes, so after he did Arma 3, he consulted on H1Z1 King of the Kill. So after they split H1Z1 into the two games, I don't know if it was after or before, but he was focused on the same game mode basically, but under H1Z1. And he finished his consulting with that, and then a company in Thailand or Taiwan. Wow, I fucked that up. Somewhere in the Pacific offered him basically a lead director job or lead developer to create another game that's identical but better. and so that's what he's doing now. So Player Unknown is behind it all. And this one caught on like freaking wildfire. Mm-hmm. It is the new hotness. Everyone's playing it.
The new hotness.
Everyone you see on Twitch or YouTube, if they play PC games, they're playing this game.
You know what game I want us all to get? Like the 4 of us, or the core group. I want to play Fortnite.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Yeah,
that looks like a fun one.
I've not even heard of it.
Oh, we'll tell you about that too. But Nick, do you have anything else to say about PUBG? PUBG?
I'm probably not going to get it because I've bought the exact same game before. It is King of the Kill, really and I ain't buying it again.
What's really funny about it is when I first heard of it, I'm like, oh, this is the culling. Or this is King of the Kill, H1Z1. And I'm like, that's so crazy that there's so many that are coming out that are almost the same, or Killing Floor, and almost the same.
It always happens in waves like this, though. Like,
yeah,
people do that kind of thing.
Like you said, whatever the new hotness is.
Yeah. And then the cream rises to the top. And this one, I've talked to people who play both, who played King of the Kill and play this one also. And they said the gunplay is so much better in this and PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
That it's so much tighter and precise feeling that, you know, that it's almost RNG if you hit somebody in King of the Kill. But with this one, it feels like a shooter first.
Yeah. Yeah. In King of the Kill, you're just walking along and then you're dead. You almost never see the guy who killed you in that game.
That's kind of how the culling was for me. Though a couple of times that we tried to play it.
That's not everyone's experience.
I was so scared.
But you did good. You had a killer instinct there. You were like sneaking and
terrified.
Crawling through mud and
terrified.
I would imagine that the culling's going to be putting out updates to compete with this, and so is H1Z1. You know, they obviously know that it's the big one on the block right now, and
I don't care about all that. I want to talk about Fortnite now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
Was that the end of the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Yogscast playing Fortnite, and we only watched the YouTube clip because Simon's in it, who you know I love.
Right.
It's my spirit animal. So I'm watching them, and basically it's like a mashup of so many games. So it's a mashup of Minecraft, Dungeon Defenders.
That's basically the main two.
But there was a little bit of Rust. The building system is just like when you build in Rust.
It's
the
actually
way auto builds the walls.
I would actually say it's more like Rust and Dungeon Defenders than Minecraft.
It looks like Minecraft, though. That's the thing. Pretty similar, and you like mine for things, and you can dig the dirt, and you
do
knock
that with
down
Rust
trees.
too.
Oh, I have seen this.
It looks really fun.
And you build a fort to start with.
And you have to survive a fortnight. So 14 days of a zombie invasion, and then you win. You survive.
So I do
want to play this.
It's round based, and you can kind of go explore the map as you're building and gathering.
And then once the round starts, you got to defend your fort for the fortnight.
Did you ever play Dungeon Defenders, the original one?
No, no.
So it's like this. It's tower defense waves.
Oh, okay.
But you have different classes. So does this game. Fortnite has classes.
That's 4.
And each class has like different traps or turrets or things they can build or that they excel at. And then also you have weapons and it's third person attack during the round. So it's not just like tower defense where you build your implements and then a wave comes and you see if you survive.
Yeah.
It's active battling. So Orcs Must Die was also similar to that if you ever played.
Yeah, I do know
so
that
you build,
one. Yeah.
So you build traps and stuff, and then during the rounds, you're also going around fighting and killing stuff. And that's the way Fortnite is too, but Fortnite has the added layer of gathering and crafting and building.
But then the art style of it is a little Borderlands-y. Actually,
it
looks
is,
a little cartoony.
It's kind of cel-shaded.
Yeah. It's
just I
really
want to play
cool.
this. I do want to play this.
It's like a combo of everything that I want to play all in one. I was like super psyched when I saw it.
It could be your new thing.
And I want it to be my new thing. We all need to get it when it actually comes out.
I'm definitely hyped for it because Dungeon Defenders was also one of my top played games. Back to my Steam list.
4th, right?
I think so. If I go back to my
handy dandy Steam list.
You're uncovering your shame today.
I know. It is number 4. 199 hours on record.
Oh, God.
So yeah. And okay. A little tangent, but early access games and backing stuff. Dungeon Defenders 2. I backed it like 2.5 years ago, and it just came out of early access last month. And there's something missing with it. It feels off. It doesn't feel the same as the first one, and it's bugging me. I'll give it another try with some different classes, and maybe it's that we don't have multiple people playing it, because it is a big difference when you play solo versus, with groups. So I don't know, though. It's just been kind of a disappointment so far for me.
Google right here real quick when Fortnite comes out.
Okay.
If we're uncovering our shame here, I just looked on my Steam.
Yes. Yeah.
And 3 years into playing Smite, I added it to Steam. So it started counting my hours then. and I have 575.
Oh my
God.
So
okay, if we really want to uncover shame, I can look up Destiny Time Wasted.
Please don't.
Oh God.
So Fortnite comes out July 25th.
To 2000. Yeah. So Fortnite July 25th. Is that might be early access?
That's early access.
I would guess. Let me see if it's on Steam.
So you guys will play early access, or you won't?
I will.
Yeah, I will.
For sure for that.
Some people won't, though.
I looked it up a few days ago and it wasn't there yet.
Remember, it's also Fortnite.
Yeah,
like that.
I know, it's not there.
No. So it's not on Steam yet, but I'm sure if we go to the website and...
Oh, I'm hyped, y'all. I'm ready to get back. Like, I haven't wanted to play a game in a long time. You guys know that. But I'm super hyped for it.
Epic Games was Unreal,
Steam?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Complex and Unreal Tournament and stuff.
So is it not going to be on Steam?
I don't know. I'm sure
it probably will.
Early access begins July 25th. Pre-order. But you can pre-order on their website.
Okay.
So, looks very good. Let me see if there's a price on it, guys.
Dibs on the redhead.
Okay.
Ooh, I might be the blonde chick.
So the standard edition is $40, so that's good. It's not a $60 game for multiplayer only.
Yeah.
But they do have deluxe, super deluxe, and limited editions. So
don't need all that. We just want the basics.
Right.
We just want to check it out.
Wow, there's eight classes?
No.
Or are there 4 and then male and female of each?
Right. Yeah,
okay.
there's 4 classes.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's not
Let's
sexist.
move on.
Cool.
We've been on this too long.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I probably should open Hindenburg. Hindenburg.
Isn't that the name of that blimp that went down?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Now, the reasoning behind this, they actually address it on their website. It's like, why is it called Hindenburg?
Because you would think that would mean the program is terrible.
Yeah, your audio's going down.
Right, but it's definitely not. The reason they did this was because that moment there was a famous live radio broadcast that happened, and it was one of the first ones ever. And it was like the first major known, like well-known radio broadcast that was live, and it was like a very big moment in radio history. And so that's why
that's the one where they're like, "Oh, the humanity!
Oh, the humanity!" Yeah.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. That was it.
Was that word used that way at that time, or was the guy just freaking out?
I don't know. I would imagine it was. It sounds very 20s, but I mean, we don't know, right? When was Hindenburg? Was it like teens, 20s?
Right?
Yeah. It seems like it should be from that era.
He could have said any word at that time and it would have become history. It's like, oh, the dictionary.
This one I read in advance and I don't have an answer for, so y'all are going to have to go first. Morpheus wants to know.
Dang it, Morpheus.
Every time. He gets me every time.
Stumping.
What's the best greasy spoon restaurant in your city or town? God. So that's like mom and pops, right?
Yeah, like the... I guess you could say like, a generic one would be like Denny's or something, like...
I would think less Cheney.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that would be a generic example of one.
Does it have to be like Americana food, or can it be any genre of food?
I'd say any genre as long as it's like
greasy,
kind of dinery. Yeah,
Diner
like
food?
exactly.
Okay,
I mean, greasy, obviously, greasy spoon, but like where you go in and order at the counter and they got like a short order cook back there.
I'm ready now.
Putting stuff together.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
In Austin, Americana style food. Dan's and Fran's are the best. Hands down,
their
burgers
are very good.
Hands down. If you don't want a burger, you want more selection, then you're going to go to Threadgill's.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, that's like one of the most famous places in Austin.
Well, I haven't lived here for like 6 years.
Oh.
I have actually lived here almost 6 years now, I think. 5 years? No. I guess in Austin like 4 years.
That's a big city though, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, Austin's known as like one of the biggest foodie kind of cities around.
But we don't really go to Austin super often, so the problem is...
That's the thing, yeah.
The mom and pop that's my absolute favorite is in Pflugerville, Casa Garcia's, which isn't... I mean, that's Tex-Mex.
Yeah, I wouldn't really...
It's like family owned.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that in that category, though. That's like a sit-down Tex-Mex place, you know? So, it's hard to.
I can tell you for sure the best I've ever been to. Both of them were in Arlington, Texas.
Right.
So one was called Jim's Hamburgers, which got shut down for a health code violation.
That is a Greasy Spoon place.
But it was
that qualifies.
the best. And then the other one that's still open is called Arlington Steakhouse. And it's world famous. It's been on Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives or whatever.
Triple D.
What did I call it?
Hey guys,
and other TV shows. So, sorry.
Oh my God.
Those are my picks.
I don't know what it was. This is a tangent on Triple D, just slightly. I was watching something. I don't remember what it was. It was like a reaction video online, but it was Sips. It was a Sips like reaction laughing compilation thing. And somebody sent him a link for this Guy Fieri like parody video. And it's a dude talking over a Triple D. And that sounds like it's Guy Fieri. Oh my God, it's the funniest freaking thing. It is awful. Like just the crap he's saying, but he does a really good impression of him too. So yeah, I'm sure you can find those.
Could be like a defamation lawsuit soon or something like
that. I know. But I mean, if they're that popular, then I'm sure he knows about them at this point. But I would say that my favorite Greasy Spoon that I can recall in the last, probably 10 years or so. Growing up, there was a gas station that had, like a little kind of truck stop diner almost in the back of it. And this definitely qualifies. It had the biggest, best breakfast burritos. And we'd always get them, like, if you were down that way for some reason before school, because it was across town from where I lived. And I lived right by the school, so I never got over there. But if for some reason, like you're going fishing or something, and you're up at 5 a.m. and you're going out there, always stop there and you get the biggest breakfast burritos, like as big as the plate, like huge.
That sounds
and
delicious.
It was I think it was called Apco East is what it was called back in my hometown in Arc City. And, but recently when I lived up in Temple, Texas, they had a place called French Quarter, and it was this kind of a hamburger shack, definitely short order kind of style, but they had a chili cheese dog that I would get. And I've never seen a hot dog like this. It was literally a foot long and like 2 inches in diameter. This thing was a monster. It was like, I don't even know how heavy. It was like a 2-pounder.
Wow.
But it was quite literally like 2 inches in diameter. Remember our old conversations about that. And
I said 4 inches around. I didn't give a diameter. 4 inches
around. It was about that. And it was literally a foot long. So I had a foot long bun, big old hot dog, and then homemade chili and cheese, and you can get it with jalapenos and onions on it also.
Damn.
Woo, buddy.
I think you're just hungry right now.
That is amazing.
You missed out
me
because
too.
when you lived in Temple, Choo Choo's had already shut down, which was the best burger I've literally ever had in my life was Choo Choo's.
The nostalgia has a thing with that too, I think, though. Looking back, I'm sure that nowadays Five Guys or, any of those kind of style are on par with that. Yeah. So, what about you, Nick? What's your Greasy Spoon?
I'm interested to hear Nick's because Canada.
Oh man,
yeah, we don't have a whole lot of choices here, but I guess back when I was growing up, it was a chicken place called Dixie Lee's Chicken.
What an odd name!
Oh, that's such a non-American wanting to sound American name for like a Southern chicken place.
Yeah, that's probably what that was.
That's hilarious.
Now it's probably the Red Shed, which is sort of like a cross between it's almost a food truck, but it's not really. It never moves, and it's down at the wharf.
Oh, nice.
And they get some really good stuff there, but I'd say that's the best around here. So if you're in Yarmouth,
what's your favorite dish?
Fish
favorite
tacos.
Dish from the Red Shed.
Fish tacos.
Oh, yeah? What kind of fish do they put on them?
Whatever comes in off the wharf.
Oh, no, the catch of the day.
No, I'm just kidding. It's probly haddock, I imagine.
They just throw a net out there and like, well, what's today?
Tin cans and boots.
Sculpin.
Sculpin.
Oh, God, I wouldn't need a sculpin. No.
That's a reference right there. Was that in our clip show episode? Did we release that?
Yeah.
That was in the first clip show.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If not, then it's in the next one. Whenever
it's somewhere.
I think it was in the first one.
Some good sculpin conversation.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
This one's going to take some thought too.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Millie, for this.
I don't come here to think.
So remember in high school, like in your yearbooks, you'd have like most likely to succeed or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So Millie wants to know what title.
I think we should wait for Grimm on this one.
No, we can give him his titles.
All right.
He doesn't have to be here to hear his title.
I would be interested to see what he said.
We can ask him next time.
We'll make him post it.
So, like, what would you give a title to each of your co-hosts?
Oh, we got to do it for other people?
Yeah.
Wait, are we giving others or our own?
No, your co-hosts, not yourself.
Oh, man.
So, for Nick, I would say most likely to be nice.
Oh, okay.
Nick.
That's a cop-out.
Luke is I'm trying to find a good way to say know-it-all.
Oh.
Like you're the one with the most knowledge.
Rude.
Not know-it-all in a mean way, but...
Yeah, that has no negative connotations when you call someone a know-it-all.
But how do you say it in a good way? Most likely to win trivia.
Most likely to correct you.
Most likely to smart.
To smart. I are smart.
Yes. And then Grimm's would be most likely to carry swords.
Most likely to be arrested for a concealed weapon.
Oh, yeah, most likely to be arrested. That's
that's not true.
It might be.
No, they'll never catch him.
What are yours, Nick, for the three of us?
Let's see. Amanda, most likely to twirl a baton or a gun. No, it's serious though. I'd say, something like being a go-getter, like something like most likely to start an epic business or something like that, or
epic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Luke, I feel like is like most likely to master the most skills.
See, that's what I was trying to say. You have such a large jack of all trades. Yeah.
Sound engineer, video editing, imaginary sport star.
most diverse knowledge base.
Most likely to not choose one thing to do with his life. That's what that means.
One things are boring anyway.
Right.
What would you say for Grimm then?
Most likely to kill Nick someday.
No, he loves you.
Most likely
That's
to
how he
marry.
shows it. That's right about that. I'm hard to get.
Wow.
He's no T-Swift.
That's true.
No Tay-Tay.
All right, Luke, what are yours for us?
All right. Actually, I think Nick is the most likely to have a successful business or
I hope
run successful multinational, multi-million dollar corporations.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Oh,
how many businesses have you opened now?
like 3.
3, 4? Yeah. 3.
Yeah. Not super successful, but
you know.
I live.
Hey, pays the bills. That's all that matters. I would say that Amanda be...
What generic crap are you going to say? Should try to get bonus points.
Or I could just be mean.
Most likely to be the most beautiful wife that Luke marries.
That's right. That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know. It's hard.
Most likely to sit on their ass and watch TV for the rest of their lives.
No.
Isn't that everyone's dream job, though, really?
It is. Honestly. I don't know, because it's, you think about like what you were like in high school. And
I was very different.
I mean, you're definitely a go-getter.
I was much more so then than I am
That's what I'm
now.
saying. Like, I'm thinking back like to what you were, your past and your path that you've taken. And I mean, you've worked only a couple jobs and it's been very long-term focused, very driven and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely put you as a, most likely to like climb the ranks and be a CEO or a manager or something.
Most stable.
Yeah, most stable. That's a good one.
What about Grimm?
Grimm.
These ones are always fun.
Most likely
It's
to
so hard.
disappear.
Yeah.
Like he's just going to disappear one day.
He might be the most likely to be YouTube famous of all of us.
If he wanted to be.
You know?
Everyone really likes him. He's like a superstar.
He's just so unique.
Yeah.
You know? I think that he's most likely to be a star. A reluctant star.
Reluctant star. That's good. I made a note for him to do us next time around.
Oh, phrasing.
Oh, sorry. This is a really good question. It was kind of from Morpheus and Millie. Like, they were co-writing this one.
It's an Eminem question.
What do you consider to be an unacceptable pizza topping and you cannot say pineapple?
God damn it.
I like pineapple on pizza, so I wouldn't have said that anyway.
Yeah.
Pineapple and Canadian bacon are good together. I would say banana peppers. Gross.
You are crazy.
Gross.
Those are delicious.
Gross.
Oh, they're so good. Also known as pepperoncinis.
Gross.
You know. Sardines.
I've never had one, so I don't know.
You've never had?
I don't think
Or like
so.
an anchovy?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you have. We bought them. Remember?
Did we?
Yeah. Remember we put them on crackers?
Oh,
They're
they were
super
gross. They're
fishy
way
and
too
strong.
salty.
Yeah.
Way too salty.
Even if you buy the good ones and like
remember
rinse them
that.
off and stuff. Yeah. I would definitely go with that. I don't know why that's ever been a
Anchovies,
thing.
gross.
I think anchovies have their place, you know, like
It's
if you
not
make
there, though.
if you make Caesar dressing.
yeah.
Morpheus. That's right. And you know, real good Caesar with just that little hint of it. Yeah. But not on pizza.
Nick, what does not go on your pizza? Ever.
Well, since I can't choose pineapple, the only thing worse I could think of on a pizza is like turds.
I think the only reason you don't want pineapple on your pizza is because it always makes you sick.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think chicken belongs on pizza. I mean, I don't think it tastes bad,
It's
but
odd. It's an odd thing to put on a pizza.
You know what's
I
really
agree.
funny is you say that, and I was actually going to mention the only time I like pineapple on pizza is if
with
it's like
chicken?
a barbecue chicken pizza.
Hawaiian barbecue
But it's not.
chicken.
It's more of a flat. I don't even know if you can call it a pizza at that point. It doesn't have
Yeah.
tomato sauce.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not
It's-
really a pizza.
It's such a loose term. You know, it's in the shape of a pizza, but
It's more of a flatbread.
it's a flatbread
Yeah.
with barbecue sauce, and then bacon and chicken and pineapple and cheese.
It's good,
So-
but it's not really what I would call pizza.
so my nightmare pizza would be chicken and pineapple and turds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you over.
We'll
and
just ship
make
it
some
to
pizza
you.
for you.
Oh, great.
Homemade.
Okay. Next one. Mira said, and this is directed at me only.
Okay.
What is it like to be the girl in this group of mostly all guys?
I'll answer that. It's
It's fine because I actually get along with guys better than girls. I don't really have a lot of friends IRL that are girls either because they're just so dramatic. Usually, it's hard to be friends with girls.
can't believe you would say that.
Oh my god, did you hear what you just said? I don't know, like it feels normal to me.
Well,
It's
you are
always
the
been that way.
boss, so
I've just always had more guy friends.
yeah.
Feels normal. Doesn't bother me.
Okay.
So that was the one that was just for me. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna get this name right or not. Papa Legba. Papa Legba.
Bah.
Okay. Says
Like bah.
That's probably like
too many A's.
There's a
username
lot of
taking
A's
or
there.
something there.
Papa Legba. What kind of things irritate you when it comes to online games? Is there something that should become a gaming rule across all platforms?
God.
Age restricted.
12-year-old trolls?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty obvious, you know.
Let's get our IDs out to play online games, I say.
I'm gonna actually say cheaters though.
I don't even care so much
Like,
about
if it's-
that as fucking trolls.
If it's an online game or a competitive game, I think cheaters are obviously worse, but
Lag switchers.
yeah, I mean, trolls definitely, especially if they're ruining the game, if it's a smaller, like if it's a big giant game with 40 people on each team, it doesn't matter, but if there's 3 people on each team or something and one person's just fucking around and making it to where you can't even win because they're just trolling you, then yeah. Or like League, you know, people that just type all the time and
Where
chat
trolls
snipe
are
the same way.
Born,
Yeah.
you know,
Where they
MOBAs.
were born.
Where they're hibernated and
Yeah.
incubated and hatched into the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should get, if you're a troll, auto ban from all platforms.
Man, I would love to see like IP bans.
Euthanized.
on trolls.
That would be amazing.
Euthanized.
Sterilization.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Patrol police come to your house and get you and throw you in a bag. And
People also, I mean, I guess in that same vein, people that send messages just to talk shit, if like on PlayStation or
That happens
something.
more on PlayStation games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens in game on PC. They just do it right there. You
Yeah.
know, and that's what the trolls do. But
they take the time to send you an email message.
Go out of your way.
You suck, you dick.
Yeah.
And they send it to you, and you're like, why did you
send
bother?
it to you as a
somebody's-
registered letter through the mail, and you have to sign for it.
What the fuck, man?
If somebody says like KYS or something, that's unforgivable. You can't say shit like that on, you know,
Yeah.
even if it is the internet.
Kiss your son?
Stupid.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. Moving on.
That's my son.
Miss Carolina said,
Ooh.
are you all PC gamers, or do you console game as well? If you had to choose, which is it you're choosing?
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race.
No, I play both.
Yes, sir.
I don't think, Nick, you even own a console?
No.
No.
We have PlayStation.
I don't even have a
I have that
TV,
just
so-
for Netflix.
Yeah, mainly Amanda uses her PlayStation for Netflix. I played a lot of Destiny on mine because that was the only option in Destiny 1. Destiny 2, however, is coming to PC, so I more than likely will be playing on that. More than likely. I'm still debating. I'm upset about it because of the way they're handling the accounts. They're not letting anything transfer between the two. Even your progress for like veteran rewards to say you even play Destiny 1, you can't even transfer
Yeah,
that
it's
to
really,
PC.
really annoying.
They're leaving money on the table by not allowing even like a one-time account transfer because people would buy it on console first because it comes out like 6 weeks ahead of time
Exactly.
and would play it if they could transfer over to PC when it released. And I understand they want to be on the same playing field, on the same console and all that, but at least have the option, you know, maybe at a later date. I know they've not discounted it entirely, but they've definitely said it's not there at launch at least. So they're just missing out on a lot with that. But
either way, we all agree. PC
yeah,
Master
if
Race.
I have the option, I'll probably play on PC.
Okay. Second question from Miss Carolina. Which console did you start with? Like, as a child, what did you have first? And do you keep up to date with that brand or that type of console?
Atari 2600.
For us, we had
no.
it. Yeah, it was an Atari, and no.
I don't think you can.
I just
We
kept
had
upgrading
Nintendos.
it.
Yeah.
We had Nintendos and stuff too, but I don't even keep up with Nintendo products anymore. I don't really like them.
Our first one was a Nintendo NES, classic NES. We were one of the first people on the block. And, from there, like, I had pretty much every iteration of it, even like the original Game Boy, you know, and then Game Boy Colors throughout all that. We had Sega Genesis, not Master System. We started with Genesis. We had Sega CD that went on the side of the Genesis. And Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, obviously all the way through up.
As I was an adult, it was Xbox only for a while. And then now it's PlayStation only, and I hate Xbox players. Because they're all 12.
That's not true, though. I mean,
Most of them.
it is not that way anymore, I would say. Because, I mean, all the 12-year-olds grew up, and now they're in their teens and 20s and, you know, 30s, and they're still
doesn't mean
playing. So, yeah, I still play some PS4, but not as much as I used to. Only if they're exclusive, like Bloodborne or, you know, Destiny was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'm the only one that really plays consoles. Of
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah, I got no interest. No interest.
Yeah. I do play some games on PC with a controller, but only if they're like better with a controller, if that makes sense. Like action games.
Are you playing Warframe with the controller?
No, mouse and keyboard on that.
Oh, okay.
Because
What
it's
were
more
you playing
of
with the controller the other day?
I tried it with a controller, but I was like, no, this is better with the mouse.
Were
and
you
keyboard.
doing Binding of Isaac?
Yeah,
the
Binding of
controller?
Isaac's definitely, because that's like a
that would
dual-stick
be
shooter.
better with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same thing with like platformers, Rogue Legacy or Dead Cells. That's all with a controller. Dark Souls, definitely
use a
with a controller on that. I need to, you know what I need to do is actually try to use that Steam controller I got. I got it in a bundle a while
Yeah, I'm
back.
glad we bought that and spent that money for no reason.
Shut it.
I think that happened
But I
to
got
a
it-
lot of people, though.
Yeah. Well, I got it with a bundle, so I got it for like $20 or something. And it's really good and interesting. It's just so foreign. Like it's so different than what you've been used to for 20 years, you know, 20 plus years, 30 years almost now. Jesus.
Yeah, 30 years.
And, I was probably 4 or 5 when I started playing,
Oh.
you know, regular Nintendo. So
I was still playing
I
in
guess-
the mud, literally at that age. And most of my youth. Like, no video games, just playing in the mud.
Oh, I did both.
We did both.
So,
But that was all the questions that we had this week. So
That was a lot.
yeah, it was.
They
but
filled up
This is-
pretty much
this
the
is
whole
getting
episode.
out of
it's a whole
control.
episode. So yeah, at some point,
I
if
love
we
it.
get too many, we'll have to kind of trim them down and pick and choose if some are repetitive from what we've had
Yeah,
in the
or
past.
if we've answered them before, like we've had some
Right.
repeats. but-
So just as a reminder, website is cogpod.net. You can get to past episodes, contact us to send in your questions. The blog is there. Session 8 is there. This weekend on session 8 on Sunday night, we're going to watch Babadook,
Is that what
which
one?
Nick and I both, Nick and I
Okay.
both love that. So we're excited that will.
Oh,
Yeah.
the gay icon?
Yes. Apparently he is now, which I don't get
I
at all,
don't
but
get it.
whatever.
I'm going to have to watch it closely
get it
this
at all.
time, so.
I think it's just a made up internet thing.
Oh, it's the newest meme.
Whatever.
It's fun.
This is the new shit.
They're like, we're claiming it. It's like
for
the
whatever
rainbow.
reason, I have no idea.
I licked it. It's mine.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Oh,
That's all we
man.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely keep sending questions in. We appreciate it.
Oh, next week, send this week, I guess, after you hear this episode, send in questions about Canada.
Oh, right.
So the Canadian
yeah.
invasion next weekend has a lot to talk about.
Yeah. This is
make,
your.
sure, make sure to put.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, make sure to put A in hosers and
Yeah.
a lot of your.
This is the chance for you Americanos to get educated. So send
Get
them
all
in.
your questions in. Go to the subreddit and hang out with us there, or hang out with us in our Discord, which is linked under About Us on the actual website. About Us or Contact Us. It's there somewhere.
Somewhere.
CoGPod.net.
If not, just tweet me and I'll get it to you.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that was a long
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah. Rate and review us on iTunes.
Yes, please.
I said it
a
right
few
this
more.
time.
We just need a few more. iTunes.
5 stars, baby. Woo! You can even badmouth us if you give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
I don't
oh
care.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, got to be 5 stars though. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever platform if they have a rating system. I don't know if
Yeah.
any others do. I mean, does
Just-
Google
iTunes
Play?
is the biggest one.
I'll be on
if you
Google
can't
Play.
figure
I
out
should
how to
probably
do
know
it, just clap 5 times for us. We want to hear it.
Okay. We're cutting it here. Y'all say
All
goodbye.
right, all right.
Bye.
Bye. Bam.